Hey guys, this is the third video in the tutorial series, or the site guide series, or site orientation. So just to kind of review what we've seen so far, homepage is where you'll see kind of a graphic for what's going on in the class in general. You'll see the current week's overview that shows you all the work that we're doing for a given week, and that updates every Thursday. The course map is the site's own version of the overview. Maybe a little less visually friendly, but it does show you in order what needs to be done. Announcements is where you'll be able to view current and previous announcements. Syllabus is where you can see what all of our course policies are, and if you need to check what we're going to be doing like in a few weeks, the whole semester's schedule is right there. Modules is all about the notes. So that's actually how I'm guessing you found this this video series, and all the course notes will be here. Assignments, tests, and surveys is where you'll be doing all the major essays, homeworks, journals, and all that business. That's where a lot of the work that gets turned in for points is, but then there's also discussion and private messages. And in discussion and private messages, you're going to be communicating with other students for points and just kind of general good feedback and whatnot. And there's also private messages, which you can use to communicate with other students and myself. So what you'll see generally is the open discussions are the ones that have are open. They don't have the little red circle with a line through it. So generally, you'll be reading read first, reply to this post. You go there, and there'll be some instructions for what to do for a given discussion. And in order to reply to a particular post, click the quote button. Now the quote will initially give you everything from that first post. Now you don't need it. You don't necessarily need to quote everything. You can delete all the stuff by highlighting everything and deleting it. Or if you do want to include something like, I don't want this stuff and I don't want this stuff in my first post, you can delete some of it, and there you go. You can keep some stuff. This will appear in your actual reply. And I always like to click kind of to the left of the top quote and hit enter a couple of times, so that what I'm actually replying to, my response is here before the quoted material. Also, don't write in all caps unless you're shouting. So there's that. So you'll be able to then post if there's anything you need to attach, like a draft. There's that. If you do want to find out if anybody replied to your post, make sure you click the notify when a reply is posted. Otherwise, it is actually kind of hard to see if anybody replied to your post. So let's go back to the discussion home, and there you go. So you can also see like how many topics there are within a post, within a forum, and how many people have actually replied in total. So discussions are generally worth 5 points. So you'll have one in your own introduction or reaction or response post, and then the response to 2 other people's. However, there are some, like the draft discussions, that are worth more, like 15 or 25 points. And all the discussions are graded by quality. So if you're making some great posts, at least if you're saying a lot and you're putting in some thought into what you're posting, you're going to get more points. For the draft discussions, the more substantial your draft, the more points. Now, very briefly, let's look at private messages. So private messages is exactly what it kind of sounds like. It's a way for you to send a message to one or more people at the same time. So if you want to just talk to me, click new message and select a user. So I am Degnan, and then just like writing an email, enter a subject, enter a message body, all that. And if you want to send, say it's like super important, say click send high priority email notification. And that's about it. So if you, well, let's see. Nope. Let's check Gradebook. So the Gradebook is where you can check all your grades for all the stuff in the class. You'll be able to say, for instance, here we've got one thing has been graded. It'll have the points you earned here, and click review, and there it is. If you earn generally 70% or higher on an assignment, you get an award certificate. Hooray! Congratulations! Bravo! And then there's often feedback. That's kind of like an answer guide for the work that you've done. And there'll be comments. Sometimes my comments are very brief, if it's just like a quiz, but they might be more substantial for major essays, and sometimes there'll even be files attached here for you to review as well. So that's about it. If you have any questions about our site, please let me know in private messages, which we just talked about. All right, take care. Bye.